Hey, I just want to share a little something today. I was thinking back years ago. You always think, gosh, if you hear someone else going through cancer or something like that, and you think about what would you do if you were in their shoes? And I always thought, if that was ever me, which I pray it never will be, that I think I'd go natural and not do chemo, radiation, or anything. I think I would just trust God that He's got me, and I'm gonna just be healthy and just run with that. It really is just a statement of faith saying, God's got me. He knows my days. If that's what's to take me out, it's going to take me out one way or the other. But if I'm supposed to keep living, He's going to heal me. So it kind of just is like a faith thing where you're just like, okay, God, either you've got this and you're going to help me make it through it, or not. And so I kind of always thought I'd go that way. But it's kind of funny because when you're in the middle of it all, things kind of you see things differently. And so when I found out that I was going through cancer, and I went and met up with the doctors, which I have an amazing doctor, and God just totally lined that up through piecing things together. It's just awesome to see how He did that. So I truly believe God has given me a doctor that would be amazing to work with and go through this with. But at the same time, my husband and I, we questioned the doctor and said, so what do you think about people that don't do chemo and radiation and just go natural and eat right and get the right supplements and do that stuff? And he said, no one's really been successful in that. And those that tried and realized they needed to come back for treatment, it was too late for them. So we kind of left at me like, okay, so this is the way to go. Chemo, surgery, and radiation. And we just kind of sat in that and moved along in that. I had complete peace, trusting God's just leading and guiding and stuff. But, in the back of your mind, you're always still thinking, I don't really like what chemo does. And then you hear about some of the meds and stuff, and you think, maybe going natural would be a better way. So kind of back in my mind, I'm kind of going back and forth a little bit like that. And then I contacted a chiropractor that is into supplements and real healthy living and would advise to try to go that way more so. So I contacted him and said, what do you think? Do you know anybody that's done this? And because it's hard to find information out there of anyone that has done that, and you don't see the numbers like you do the other way. So anyways, he hooked me up with someone, and I got to meet a lady named Vicky that's gone through cancer, and she is cancer-free right now. And she went healthy and did the right thing, put the right things in her body, and saw victory in that battle. So that was really encouraging. I just talked to her yesterday and was really encouraged by it. I'm like, you know what? I'm switching over. I'm going to go natural. And then I went home and I told my family that I think I'm going to do that. And my kids don't quite understand why I would go against what the doctors are saying. And it was kind of really hard to see. I didn't want to disappoint them, but they just didn't understand. And so that got my mind going, ooh, I don't know, maybe. And then I just go wishy-washy. I'm like, okay, no, I'm not going to do it. And then a part of me is like, no, I really want to. And then I went to bed last night not knowing. And just, saying that I will trust God. But it was hard because I felt like I was just being wishy-washy, almost grabbed a hold of me. And I felt like, when Peter saw Jesus on the water, he goes, if it's you, Lord, tell me to come towards you. And he stepped out of the boat and storms happened around him. And as his eyes were on the Lord, he was doing great. But when he started seeing the waves and everything around him, he started to sink. And that's kind of what I felt like was happening yesterday. I kind of focused that God had me and we were walking this way. And then, thinking of everything around me, it was almost like I saw the waves around me and it just started making me sink. But anyways, I went to bed and I woke up this morning and a text came across my phone there from one of the ladies from our Bible study. And not knowing what I'm going through or thinking, I don't know what everybody in our group is going through, but these words came across and I knew it was the Lord just speaking right to me. The verse on there was Exodus 33:14, and it says, the Lord replied, my presence will go with you and I will give you rest. And then the little devotional part said on there, it said, when you don't know what to do, wait while I open the way before you. Trust that I know what I'm doing and be ready to follow my lead. I will give you strength, and I will bless you with peace. I just thought that was so awesome. It was like exactly what I needed, perfect timing, and he always does that. I just see that every day. It blows me away. And I know I say that on all these videos. You're like, God will speak into your life exactly what you need to hear at the right time if you just can listen to those little whispers. And he says, when you don't know what to do, wait while I open the way before you. Trust that I know what I'm doing and be ready to follow my lead. I will give you strength and I will bless you with peace. It's just so perfect. No one could write that even better or say that even better. I just love that God spoke that in my life this morning. And then I got on YouTube, and the first song that popped up was Wherever You Lead. There it is again. He did again. So I just love knowing that God is there and he's speaking to me and he's saying, don't you worry, I'm going to lead you. I'm going to lead the way. And he's so faithful and good to us that way. And I want to share this other thing. The other day before we moved, I know I said in one of the other videos that we were packing up our house and moving stuff. And we had to bring a bunch of stuff to storage because we moved in with my sister. So all of our stuff is kind of stored away for a little bit till we go find a house later down the road. And when you go to the storage unit and you open up the door, because it's an indoor storage unit, you look down, the hallway is completely dark. And but all the lights up on top are motion censored. So as you take that first step, the first light will pop on. And then as you take another step, the next light will pop on. Well, my kids were having a blast in there. They started running down the hallway as fast as they could to see if all the lights would actually pop on in time. And they did. Each light, coincide with each step, and their path was lit the whole way. And I feel like a lot of times in our lives, it's the same way. We don't know what the future holds. We don't know what's in front of us. It all looks dark, and we're just like questioning. We have a good idea. I know this is a storage unit. It's hold all my stuff. I have an idea what's back in that dark area. But at the same time, I can't see until I take that first step, and God just lights the way. And I feel like he's showing me today that I may not be able to see what the future holds. I may not be able to see what each day is going to look like ahead. But Sherry, just take that first step and let me light the way for you. And so I just wanted to say all this and share this because if anyone else is going through a time where things are there's a storm around you and things are a little wavy, you have uncertainties, you don't know what to do, which direction to go, just trust him. I know my life verse, I say my life verse because it's my favorite verse and I've used it all the time. I go back to it many times, is Proverbs 3, 5, and 6, and it says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him and he will direct your path. I know lately, the past few days, I'm just like, God, I trust you. I am clueless here, but I trust you, and I'm acknowledging you and letting you know that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what direction to go. But your word says that you will make my path straight, that you'll lead and guide me along the way. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to trust. So I just want to encourage you guys to do the same thing. Just trust him. He's got you.